How are you? Okay. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that I used to be a sweepstakes whore. I think it started when I was a kid. I was like 10. And I put my name into a church raffle and I won. And then the following year, I put my name into a church raffle. Same church, different raffle. And I won. I've won a lot of raffles, and I've won a lot of giveaways here on YouTube, but I've won, my best wins have been sweepstakes. And there are three ways, four ways? Four ways of doing a sweepstakes. You could text an entry in, you can do an 800 number and give your name. You can send it snail mail through the mail. And now, thank God, you can do an email and enter it that way. When I was younger, in my 20s, I used to write them all out. Snail mail. Put it in the mail. I didn't have access to a computer. I don't think internet was around when I was in my 20s. But as I got older, in my 30s and 40s, I would do both. If I had some extra money, I would buy stamps. Or I would do it with an email address. My last big win, I stroked June 5th, 2015. And I called my sister and said, hey, I need you. And, I got through to her. I need a ride. I stroked. There was a giveaway through Hilton Hotels and Nerds. And I think there was a third. It was Visa or MasterCard. I think it was MasterCard was part of it. Where you got to go to a Hilton Hotel resort. And you can only enter 4 times. 1 time per quarter. And the last day to enter, that had to be postmarked by the 6th of June. And I had already written out the thing. I put it on my bulletin board. I like to do it the last. I seem to win if I did it at the last moment. And when I stroked, I grabbed it on the way out. My sister's like, okay, come on. Got everything? I'm like, yeah, but we have to stop at the post office. What? I want to mail this. It's for a trip. And she's like, okay, whatever. So I made her drive through the drive-through at the post office. And about 2 months later, I found out I won. And then I wrote him and said, look, I had a stroke. I don't know when I'll be able to take it, but, thank you. Well, they returned with, have these documents notarized and with your signature, and we'll send you your prize. And I'm like, send me my prize? It was to go to Hilton Resort. So I told my sister, she printed everything out. She got a friend to notarize it, signed it, sent it off. And about a month later, this huge box shows up. And it had Nerds on it. Nerds candy. It was a box of candy. It was like $200 worth of candy. And, we just put it up in the closet. We didn't even... Halloween was going to be coming up. We were like, okay, that's what we're giving out for trick-or-treating. There was everything in there. I didn't know mementos were a part of nerds, but they are. So at some point, we were both bored, and she's like, I want something sweet. I go, I got a box of candy. So I went and got it, opened it up, and we're both tasting everything. And I look over, and I'm looking at the box, and it's a brown cardboard box sectioned off with candy, different kinds in each section. But I noticed that the brown cardboard was in all but one section. In one section, there was something like this. Here, I have it right here. Grab it. There was like this against one of it. And I looked, and I reached over, and I went, I picked it up, and I'm like, it was an envelope. And inside, it was like a personalized letter. It says, hope this makes you feel better. And it was like $1,200 in MasterCard prepaid debit cards. And what else was in there? Oh, Hilton cards for 2 gift certificates. It was like a $500, two $500 gift cards to Hilton. And I was like, and they were like, and they explained, with this, the candy and these gift cards, you can take your own road trip and all that. But I kind of got out of entering sweepstakes. I'd won several trips. Went to Jamaica. I went to Vegas. I entered my sister into a sweepstakes, and she won $1,000. But I don't know, about a month or so ago, I was like, what was the name of that sweepstakes that I used to go online for? And they would list all the up-and-coming sweepstakes, and you can enter them online. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Balance. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So I went and found it, and I started entering sweepstakes. I won. One was for, let me see, NBC Sports Group, for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. And you could win all kinds of prizes. And this came today, FedEx. I about fell over. I'm like, who? The name on it is Laura Aidman. I'm like, who the hell is that? Sorry. Who the heck is that? I don't know that person. And then I looked, and it said NBC Sports. I'm like, what is this? So I opened it. Hold on. La la. When I first looked at it, I thought it was a phone. And I cracked mine, so I was so excited. But it's not. It's a power bank. La la. A little charger. And I just bent my fingernail back. I don't know what it's, who made it. Made in China. La la. But on this side, Tokyo. NBC Tokyo 2020 Olympics. You guys, I want a charger. And I'm going to hold on to it even if it, stops working, because the 2020 Tokyo Olympics never happened. So that's my win. My latest win from Balance Sweepstakes. I will try to link the page down below. So if you want, you can go and enter some sweepstakes. But isn't that cool? And all the sweepstakes. Hi, sweetie. Hold on. I felt like I was being stared at. Okay. This sweepstakes is put out, I forget the woman's name, but she checks to make sure each one of these giveaways or sweepstakes are real. They're not fake. And I've never had a problem with any of these. So I'm gonna link the name of the site down below. If you want, go try and win some stuff because it's fun. All right, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye.